Put in my 2 weeks yesterday and was fired today. I've been casually job hunting since December when they demoted the hell out of me for being stressed over my dad's third cancer diagnosis. Landed a pretty sweet job in another state and have been sorting out the move. Last night before leaving, I sent out my 2-week notice to HR and my managers. I had mentioned it to one manager and she seemed happy for me. We're extremely swamped, so I also offered to help out after my last day part-time until I physically left the state because I did like what I was doing and I like my coworkers. Rush into work this morning and have to immediately hit the ground running. Finally take my break around 12:30 and they pull me into the office to fire me. No reason given except that I'm leaving. Had to fight to get paid until what would have been my last day. They wanted to pay me for 2 days only. This was incredibly disrespectful and I have absolutely been telling all my former coworkers about what happened to me. We're all tossed between the big manager having a control issue or just being that much an asshole. Anyway, here's on to bigger and better things. This whole incident really cemented that leaving was the best decision I could have made. It also cements the feeling her. Number 2-week notice. They don't want us quitting right away, but when you give 2 weeks they fire us ASAP. Fuck them. This is why 2 weeks notice is now 2 minutes notice. I wish your father nothing but the best in his health fight. Whenever I quit a job, I always clean out my desk the day before. I always expect to be walked out. It hasn't happened yet, but I always expect it. Sounds like they're only hurting themselves here. You were more than accommodating. Never give a 2-week notice if you need the pay. They get petty like this and cut you off immediately. Congrats! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Good for you. Now file your unemployment tomorrow. That's why you never put in a 2 weeks notice. Yup, had a very similar experience at my last job. Dad gets diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. I'm the only one in the family nearby. That can drive him to chemo appointments. Had to tell my boss, who advertised the job as hybrid but never gave me the option, if I could work from the hospital and maybe some other days to just get lunch with him and stuff. Things were fine for months and everything was fine. I went on vacation, only took 2 days off too, and came back with a stomach bug and told my boss I couldn't work on Friday and that I'd just make up the day on the weekend when I was feeling better. He starts asking if I wanted to be part-time since I take days off to help my dad. Never took days off because I'd work from the hospital or from home. I was working. So it's either he doesn't want me, can't afford me, or really isn't happy I'm working from home, and it was him trying to guilt me. I applied and got a new job within 2 weeks and gave my 2-week notice. My new job has no issues with hybrid remote work and was fine when I explained my situation. I can choose which days I work from home and which ones I stay in the office, and my work-life balance has improved tremendously. Don't let the job get in the way of life if you can help it. I know it's not the same for everyone, but I feel we both are dealing with too much life and works getting in the way. Really sorry about your dad. Hoping for good news for the both of us. Don't ever give a 2-week notice. Most companies these days will use it against you. A lot of companies will just let you go when you put your 2 weeks in. It's because a lot of people will lay down for their last 2 weeks, and some people will do stuff to sabotage a company in their last 2 weeks. I've seen all that happen. Most people aren't like that, but I get where the companies are coming from. I always expect to be let go when I put my 2 weeks in. Most jobs I have had will usually terminate you as soon as you give notice, especially if you were upset. The good thing is they will usually pay you for the days you would have worked. But they do not want you on site. They are always worried you will take things. I always give at least 2-week notice, but make sure that I can start the new job right away if current one lets me go immediately. I have never had a job do that yet. I am curious. Did you anticipate being fired? It seems to be very common in USA after giving notice. Similar experience here. Really sorry this happened. It's so bizarre being fired when you've already quit and given notice in good faith. Good luck in the new position. Don't be upset about it. You're getting paid for the entire time. Plus you have extra time for the move. Congratulations. Hands clapping, hands clapping, hands clapping.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.